Minnesota Twins are at odds of 125 to 1 to win the World Series. They're at odds of 60 to 1 to take the American League pennant and 25 to 1 to win the American League Central. The Minnesota Twins seemingly bottomed out in 2016 as they had just 59 wins, their first under 60 win season since 1995. Manager Paul Molitor will be hoping that the worst is over, as the Twins did have some bright spots last season, but they still have a long way to go in the American League Central, especially if their pitching does not improve. The Twins were actually decent at the plate last season, and much of that was due to the improvement of Miguel Sano and Dozier. Sano, who turns 24 in May, dropped in average, but he went up in home runs and RBIs. Dozier, who turns 30 in May, hit a career-high 42 home runs, and he was second on the team in bases stolen with 18. Kenny Vargas made a late push for more playing time and should get it this season as the designated hitter, although the Twins need to come up with a plan for Joe Mauer, who is 34 in April and declining. On the other hand, you have the pitching, which you can sum up as such. Tyler Duffy led the Twins with 9 wins last season and might not make the rotation at all this season as he had a 6.43 average. The Twins will probably try out a lot of pitchers for the rotation, and the only real certainty is Ervin Santana. Ryan Presley is a solid middle reliever, and Brandon Kintzler had 17 saves with 3 blown saves. However, the rotation could be so bad that it just doesn't matter. The Minnesota Twins only had 59 wins last season and 103 losses. The team went 30-51 at home, going 29-52 on the road. They were 95-59-8 on the over-under. You also have to take into account that the Minnesota Twins were second to last in the majors in errors, as 4 players had more than 10. Some players to watch for 2017, Miguel Sano goes into his 3rd season with a lot of expectation, and this season he'll have to learn how to balance hitting with power and hitting for average. The increase in numbers could be attributed to an increase in games played as well, as Sano played 80 games as a rookie, then it went up to 116, and his slugging, ops, and OBP all went down. However, the Twins can't really afford to be choosy when it comes to home runs, so they'll roll with Sano, who has to improve on his 18 errors in the field. Kenny Vargas has never played more than 58 games for the Twins over 3 seasons, but he hit 10 homers and had 20 RBIs in the 47 games he played last season. Like Sano, he is not much for hitting for average, as he hit .230, but Vargas is turning 27 in August and should be, in theory, heading into his prime. He has earned comparisons to David Ortiz, which might be a bit exaggerated, but the Twins should be trying to work him into first base because Joe Mauer isn't getting any younger. Ervin Santana actually pitched pretty well last year. He just didn't get a lot of run support from the Twins. He posted a 3.38 ERA, which is fine, but Santana's career problem has been consistency. The Twins need him to be consistent, as he is their best starter by a wide margin. Hector Santiago is probably the leader for the number 2 spot in the rotation, and he is a free agent next summer, so he will be motivated. He split last season between the Twins and the Los Angeles Angels, and his numbers ballooned when he got to Minnesota. Hopefully he can get that under control in 2017. For more information and statistics on this event and every other sporting event this week, check out bangthebook.com. Bang the Book is your best resource for sports betting information before you make your weekly assault on the sports books.